we're talking about Swift UI, and we are discussing. I think I already discussed the basic concept of Swift UI, and we're talking about the how to use that specific technology to make real projects. So we start with a pretty simple to-do list project, and we're going to further complicate that by make it a sort of a replicate of Apple's default reminder app, and we're going to learn a lot during the process of making that. For now, let's just make a to-do list, and I think previous video we already finished the to-do list. If you haven't finished that, yeah, you can check that my previous video or playlist. We got hundreds of playlists, millions of videos, yeah, updated. So you can just choose that, and never mind just exit. You can enter anything that you like and add to the to-do list, and still it can yeah, be added, and you can check that if you finish that. And I think I may add functionality of if you check that a few seconds later, it will just disappear, because that's the sort of a finished to-do list. That's the basic concept about to-do list. But for now, let's just leave it here, and yeah, let's review our app's architecture. Further ado, let's just get to it. We got this to-do list app that will be our yeah, app. Okay, so, and of course we got this content view.swift. It's automatically generated by Xcode, and yeah, just a view. Let me refresh that so you can see it here. And of course we got to-do list. This will be our model, and yeah, add to-do list. So this sort of functionality of a sub view that you can add that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to a new group to make that. Okay, so right click it, you can just make a new group, and let's quickly do that. So we got a model. Let's just say this is models, and right click, okay, new group, and that will be views, and right click, new file, and that will be sorry guys, this is not that. This is a new group, and that will be our view more. Okay, so MVVM. Okay, so yeah, we get that, and so we're going to drag that to different things. So for example, to-do list. Okay, I think that's a pretty typical model, so I'm going to drag that inside of a model. Okay, and remember the hierarchy, and yeah, we build our main user interface of the apps inside of this content view, all right? Yeah, because that is the view that displays a list of to-do list. So I think maybe I'm going to rename that. So we sort of need to refactor that. So yeah, let's talk about how to refactor things. Okay, so let's select that content view. Okay, we select that name, because I don't want to do that manually, because this is already interlinked files involved. So if you are not doing a refactor, you might just miss something, and it might not work. So let me just refactor and rename it. So it's would be the safest way to change the name in the project. Refactor, rename, just fancy name to just get all this the linked things, find out, and you can change that. And what I'm going to do is to change that to a name, to a since it's to-do list. Okay, so to-do list view. Okay, to-do list view. So we have the functionality of to-do list, and this is the view, main view for that. So to-do list view, I think might add a to-do list view. Yeah, okay, to-do list view. Once you change that, all this correspond name will be refactored, and that would just be great, because you change that. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And of course, if you got a lot of error here because they are using the cache, so you need to rebuild that by using Command and B to sort of rebuild that, so the error will go away. Yeah, that's the first step, and then let's got this to-do list view model, because we got this to-do list view, but we haven't got the to-do list view model. Okay, so of course we got this to-do list model here, but let's just yeah, for the fun of it, let's create a new file, and that's called to-do list view. Oh, sorry, it should be to-do list view. Sorry about that. I just misspoken. So yeah, we got this view model, right? So let's just create a new file inside the view model, because it's to-do list view model, and it's the model, so it's nothing about the view. It's not interface. It's more like a logic thing. So yeah, I'm going to create this web file, and the name, let's name it creatively to do list view model. Yeah, to do list view model. Did I spell that correct? To do list view model. Yeah, nothing wrong about that. So let's create it. Yeah, we got the foundation. We got the we haven't got a class yet. So let's just manually got the class and say that this class will be to do list view model. Okay, and yeah, let's got an observable object so it can change according to what we want. And yeah, this is just if you haven't learned that, this is called a protocol. Okay, so just get this functionality from the observable object. And yeah, let's add a new property, because what I'm going to do is to add a to-do lists, and then we can get a sample from that. So what I'm going to do is to go to published states. This is just a property a wrapper, and then I think you can really say you can call it multiple ways to do that. You can say wrapper and var, something like that. Okay, and I think you can do something like this, var. Okay, this is all depends. To do lists equals to, and I'm going to initialize to do list, and dot to access the sample data from that. And yeah, you store that to do lists, and yeah, just add that property wrapper to make it publish. Yeah, so if you are not familiar with this property wrapper, let me just show you guys. Okay, so my personal favorite is just to run it this way. Essentially, that if you publish something, you got the to-do list property, and you wrap that. This is a wrapper of a published. So you wrap that to make this property published. And if you got a reminder property published, which means that this to-do list, sorry about that, is a to-do list wrapped. This to-do list will be updated whenever we got a new to-do item added, removed, or modified. Okay, so it will change. So it's just a fancy way to make things updated and changed according to users' interaction with your app. And yeah, I think we can go back to yeah, we got list view. Yeah, so we go back to our to-do list view here. Okay, so previously to-do list view model. Okay, so let's actually use that. We got this state private. Yeah, I think I can add that here. We got this state object, and we got our view model here. View model, and that will be our to-do list view model. So we initialize it. We got this view model, so we can use that later on. Okay, so yeah, this is called a instantiate. So we make this view model instance var keyword in the property declaration to list model state. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to add private var. Okay, so yeah, and once you've done that, continue, and since I already got that view model, you don't need this to-do list here. Yeah, let's just comment that you do not delete it, so you know all the steps. The reason for that is that I already got this view model. Okay, I already got this view model, and this view model to-do list view model will got this to-do list dot sample data. Okay, so you do not need the previous to-do list dot sample data. Okay, so we got the state object to replace the state, and then yeah, all this corresponding code needs to change because we got to-do list. This is two-way binding, and previously we instantiate that using to-do list, and then you to-do list, you got the binding to change that. But right now we got view model to handle that. So what I'm going to do is to use this view model. So let me just copy that and replace to-do lists, and we got view model, and we're going to bind that by using $sign, and we can access the to-do lists. Okay, so you just do the work, and of course we got this two-way binding. We got this to-do list. Do not add s because it's just every item inside of it, and yeah, we got image, we got to-do list. To-do list. Yeah, I think I need to capitalize it. To-do list. I think the arrow will be go away, and not go away, which is a little bit weird. We got to-do list in. Get step. To-do list. To-do list. Maybe I messed up with the spelling. Let me quickly to-do lists, and this should be to-do list, and to-do list. Quickly place that, and yeah, here title. Can I find it? Let me just build that. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, just messed up with the whether it's capitalization or not. So cannot find to-do list in scope. Yeah, well, I need to change this as well. So this sheet to-do list dot append. I think yeah, we got our view model to handle that. So view model and dots. We got this yeah, let's use this automatic autocomplete, yeah, to the list, because yeah, sometimes I got it as capitalized or not capitalized, it messed up. Yeah, I think the view model may got something wrong here, because I think the do should be capitalized, because view model var to-do lists. Yeah, I think I need to capitalize the to-do list and to-do list. This is much more like it, and so I'm not going to change this to to-do list, just to capitalize everything, and this is still fine. Yeah. Yeah, let's to-do list. Cannot find that. Should be just be this. A little bit weird. Let me build that first. Scope. To-do list. Yeah. This should be capitalized. And to-do list. Maybe list need to be capitalized. there we go, that error go away. It just remember sometimes I used camel casing, sometimes I forgot, so yeah, just to be aware of that. And view model, don't forget. And I'm going to use the autocomplete because I have to make this right to the list, and then we can append dot append our to-do list. Yep, I think there's nothing wrong with that, so yeah, no error. If you command the B to build it, if there's no error, and yeah, this looks pretty good. And let's add a add to-do list view functionality to the to-do list view model, because I'm going to encapsulate all this functionality to the view model, so the model super to-do list view super to-do list app. Sorry, the to-do list model do not get changed. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I just have a bad eyesight, messed up something. Yeah, so yeah, we got published, and then we can add a function, and then that will be add to do list. Okay, and let me use a placeholder for that. So placeholder and to do list, and that will be our to do list. Okay, and then I'm going to use this to-do list, lists thing maybe, and dot append, because you get access to the list here, and you can append whatever to-do list is to that as a new sort of reminder for you to do the things that you want to do. And just one quick introduction. The underline here, some student may not be familiar with the underline. Yeah, I think there might be something bug with my Xcode. Just got exit. So let me quickly open that. Yeah, so just one word about the underline and underscore or before this to-do list means that you can call this function. Okay, we get this add to do list function without explicitly writing a parameter label, so we can call that with ease. Okay, so I think it's a good time to go back to our to-do list view to-do list view.swift, and let me give it more space. And I think whenever I want to add the to-do list view, add to-do list view, we're going to call that view model, and let me add to-do list. Okay, going to call that. Go back to to-do list view. Okay, you're going to change that to add to-do list and pass in the parameter rather than just append it. So what I'm going to do is to add a to-do list. Okay, so yeah, build it, and nothing bad happens. This is a good thing. Nothing bad happens. And then we're going to add a method for the completion state. So let's go back to the list view model, and we already got the functionality added to the list. Let's add functionality of toggle, whether this is completed or not. So completed, toggle completed. Yeah, same method, placeholder. You don't need to specific to do anything about it, and we can use to do. Just to copy that, be much more quicker. Okay, to do list, and then I'm going to say that if our um, yeah, if I got this index equals to, yeah, the index that you choose, I'm going to toggle that. Yeah, basically I'm trying to find this ID of if it says the index, and that ID would be our, I think I already got to-do list ID, UID, right? We access that ID and we compare that. If it is correct one, I'm going to toggle that. So I'm going to say that the index will be our to-do list, to-do lists, adding an S, and dot first index. Okay, we got the first index where the first parameters ID, and that ID will be our to-do list ID, and if that is the case, yeah, that will be our find index. Okay, and outside of that, we're going to execute function of adding that to-do lists index, and dot, I'm going to toggle is completed, and yeah, that will change the icon that I specified. It's using this image system image. Okay, so we can go back to the toggle here. So I think it's the to-do list view, to-do list view. Yeah, I think we got the on tab gesture. Yeah, remember we got the on tab gesture. We got to-do list is completed toggle. We can use the view model to do that. So view model, and we can just use this toggle completed. Toggle completed, and pass in that to-do list, and yeah, that will be doing the job. And yeah, command B. Yeah, build successful. That's pretty good. We built successful on our first try, and let's actually run that in the simulator to test it out. Yeah, simulator. Hopefully everything will be fine. Okay, so we get a default things. We can toggle that. We can add new item to do list. We'll bring that. Never mind, just exit. Add new item to do list, and we can enter something. For example, this is William Jamming's YouTube channel. YouTube. Okay, thanks for subscription and add to do list. Yeah, we got William Jamming's YouTube, and we can tap that. We can switch it off. Yeah, I think everything works fine, just as before, but it's a little bit different because we are using the sort of design pattern of MVVM to do that, and yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And so remember, whenever you put all this file inside of a folder, does not change the way that you run the app. So the last thing I'm going to do is to just put inside the folder, because I haven't dragged this all view inside the view folder yet. So we got this to-do list view, so we can drag that inside the view, and we got this add add to-do list view. We can get inside the view. So under the view, we got this to-do list view as well as add to-do list view. And in this view model, this is just a new model that we get. We write this is a list view model, right? To-do list view model, and we got this. Yeah, this is a true model that we actually get this dummy data as well, generate this the ID and title is completed, and you can sort of treat this model as a core business logic that actually connect to your database. Okay, and the view model will handle whether to add that, to change that, to reflect that changes, add this item to the user's view, and this toggle functionality, and it will handle logic like this. And then you can go back to this actual view. Okay, this the user's interface, and yeah, it's just responsible for showing the things to the user according to this the model as well as the view model. Okay, so yeah,